Hello everyone, my name is Alina Zіненко and I am a student of HAI. Today I'm going to tell you about my coursework. The topic is peculiarities of using articles in technical text and translating them into the Ukrainian language. The issue of the functioning of articles in scientific and technical translations is uncovered, as well as fully studied issues of the specifics of translation. That is why the relevance of our research is explained. The scientific novelty of the research is concluded in the course of a comparative study of the peculiarities of the use of articles in technical texts when translated into Ukrainian. Cardinal difference in the construction of the text during translation was recorded. The research aims is the development of skills and abilities based on the study of vocabulary and grammatical constructions, characteristics of this type of literature, and also to investigate the peculiarities of the functioning of articles in the scientific and technical text in English and to determine the specifics of the translation of English articles into the Ukrainian language. The object of research are English articles. The subject of the study is the peculiarities of the functioning of English articles in the scientific and technical text and the peculiarities of the translation. The aims of our work requires the following practical tasks. To make a general overview of the theoretical part of the study and analyze the view of linguists on the concept of article. To study the general characteristics of the article as an integral part of the noun in English. To compare the types of articles in English and to determine the peculiarities of the use of articles in technical text and during translation from English into Ukrainian. The research material is technical text in English. The theoretical significance of the work is that this study deepens knowledge of the use of articles in technical text in different languages, systematizes existing data, and reveals the main common and distinctive features of articles when translated into Ukrainian. The practical significance is due to the fact that the result of our research can be used in special grammar courses when translating technical text from English into Ukrainian. An article is a special particle, which is an official part of speech that is used with nouns, indicates the definiteness or indeterminacy and helps to distinguish them from verbs, adjectives, and other parts of speech. There are three types of articles in English language. The indefinite article "am" comes from the numeral 1, and that is used with countable nouns in the singular. The indefinite article "the" comes from the pronoun "the". We used it with singular and plural countable and uncountable nouns. And the zero article is used with plural nouns and before uncountable nouns. The indefinite articles indicates that the word is mentioned for the first time and is new information for the reader. For example, a laptop, notebook. The definite article indicates that this word is known from the context, has already been mentioned, or is a unique object or phenomenon. For example, the moon, месяц. There are certain situations in which a noun takes no article, for example, water, voda. There are no articles in the Ukrainian language, but the meaning conveyed by articles can in many cases be expressed with the help of special words can be considered equivalent to the article in the Ukrainian language. For example, якийсь, який-небудь, один, будь-який, всякий, кожний чи цей, той. Let's look at the excerpts from the two texts that we use for our study. The first text, entitled Kenkaise, tells about the Japanese suicide pilots who took thousands of passengers' lives in addition to themselves. The second text, Fuel Problems, tells directly about fuel problems in aircraft, their causes, consequences, and solutions. The indefinite article "an" was generally used when there was a descriptive definition, a notorious nickname, using the countable nouns that are mentioned for the first time or said about something in general, the pilot, an aircraft, the cockpit, with compound nouns, an emergency landing, with conditional nouns and attribute. The definite articles there was generally used with descriptive definition, the imperial system, when a subject was mentioned a second time as a pilot, with compound nouns, the fuel or heat exchanger, with countable words in the singular or plural, the aircraft, the engines, with uncountable or conditional nouns, the fuel, the intention, with an adjective in the form of the highest level, and also before the word past and first, after the preposition during and one of. The zero article was generally used with compound nouns in the singular, first officer and uncountable aviation fuel, with the proper name with plural counted nouns, suicide pilots, with abstract or conditional nouns, desperation, flight, with uncountable nouns denoting form, size, and space or some process, level, waterway, with the name of the company which is named after the German Union, and with S, Lufthansa's daughter company, with possessive adjectives or the accusative case he's playing. If a noun is preceded by a numeral for people, there are such words as some, any, no, no evidence, any danger. And also with the words from, to, form of word, on word, and with the name of the disease. On the basis of this study, we can conclude that in total from two texts, 164 times of use of articles were highlighted, of which the indefinite article was used less than the others, only 19 times. But the indefinite article was used as many as 76 times, which is 4 times more than the indefinite article. The zero article is also used quite often in technical text, in our case 69 times. Such results are due to the fact that we choose technical text that talk about some specific subjects that are individual. They have certain characteristics and involve certain people in a specific situation. The use of articles as a percentage can be seen in the diagram. Thank you for your attention.